welcome to another chilling episode of Tales from the Goodwill, a yearly episode that coincides with our favorite holiday, Halloween. I'm your host, the Goodwill Ghoul, and this year we're going to take a slightly less creepy approach to today's story. In 2023, Goodwill North Central Texas launched Spooktacular Saturdays in order to celebrate Halloween all month long. The events of these Saturdays have varied, with discounts, games, and of course, treats being made the focal point. In addition to these activities, Goodwill staff were on hand to help customers pick the perfect items for their DIY costumes and decor. Goodwill has always been the go-to for Halloween, but for shoppers looking to get more boo for their buck, there's no better place to search than our Halloween BOOtiques. This year, our Alta Mesa, Weatherford, Mansfield, and Watauga stores have put together these special shops, and customers travel from all over to find seasonal savings. For this episode, we're going to focus on our Alta Mesa store, which has taken the festivities to a whole new level.
Hi, I'm Patrick Miller. I am the ROM of Alta Mesa number 41.
All right. So what is a boutique?
So it's kind of a specialized area that we've set up to have everything that you might need for our Halloween season.
Is this a second one that you've led, or?
Yes.
Okay. So kind of tell me about like what y'all do here at Alta Mesa.
So we try to find an area that we can set up and get ready for people to come in and look for what they might need for their costumes. So like for our section, we have that middle area right behind the stage. And so the idea is you come walking in, you take a look at some of the things that we have, you go out amongst the racks, you find some clothes that you might want to use for your costume, pick up some accessories. It's right there next to the dressing room, so you can look at yourself and get your costume ready to go. And it's all right there in that general area to hit and go.
Speaking of the stage, y'all decorate that all year long, but around Halloween it gets like extra fun.
Yeah.
So kind of walk me through like some of the setups you've done before.
All right, so this year our inspiration was Clue. So we set up a living room with some older looking furniture and then set up the scene, and we made it a murder scene. And actually all of the classic Clue weapons are hidden somewhere in the scene.
I didn't know that.
There's a gun and a lead pipe and a rope and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. Last year we just went with more like a kind of a general autumn pumpkin patch feel.
Right.
And so there was a lot of pumpkin and jack-o'-lantern and stuff like that, and candles and just decor in general. But this time we decided to go with like the Clue theme. And
you have the giant organ this year.
Oh yes, that was so great.
Where did that came from?
Camp Bowie.
Yeah. So it'll eventually get sold, right?
Yes.
Okay. What's been the reaction to y'all setup this year?
Oh my goodness. We've had a lot of positive reaction to people coming in and seeing it. Mm-hmm. We have had 3 customer complaints that it is too graphic. But the vast majority of people that come in just absolutely love it. And they like looking around and trying to find the different weapons where we've hidden them at and everything. Mm-hmm. And the question that we get most often is, when is it going to go for sale?
Yeah. Why Clue? Like, what gave you that idea?
No, we were just talking about different ideas for doing it, and when we had the idea of setting it up kind of haunted house style, mm-hmm. It just developed into Clue, because that's around the it's got that kind of cult classic following, mm-hmm. and that pops up a lot in Halloween with things like Rocky Horror Picture Show and stuff like that. So just kind of developed into Clue as we were making the Haunted Mansion feel.
Mm. So do y'all hear a lot from customers who are like getting their Halloween stuff here? Like,
oh yeah. Yeah, they come in, they look at stuff and try to pick out outfits. We've got the Spooktacular experts, and so they're ready to go to help people find accessories or ideas.
Tell me a little about the Spooktacular Saturdays. So like, what's been going on the past couple weeks?
Oh, the customers are really excited when they're coming in. Some of them know exactly what's going on and are ready for it. Some of them are like, oh, well, this is a pleasant surprise. Mm-hmm. But they were always really excited about what we got going on. We're stoked for the customer costume contest that's coming up. Mm-hmm. And definitely that one's a big first for us. So it's going to be fun working it out.
And then y'all's store is special because you've been dressing up all month long. So what was the inspiration behind that? And like, what are some of the things that y'all have done this month?
So my assistant manager, Becky, she was at the manager meeting for me at the beginning of the month. last month. And they mentioned that we were going to have dress up days and everything. And that's when she mentioned, can we dress up every day? And Rosemary was like, sure, why not? And so then we're just all a bunch of people here that very much so like dressing up for the holidays, especially Halloween. It's one of the biggest ones for Goodwill in general. And so we wanted to show our support to the month and kind of get people engaged, and customers come in waiting to see what we're dressed up as that day. And that was the kind of thing. We just wanted to show the holiday spirit and some team camaraderie. So we set up a calendar with theme days and then free days on there so you could do whatever you wanted. And then just trying to get the team to get together and show the spirit and bring some people in and have some fun, because it's not every day that you get to dress up.
Right.
Most of the time you got to wear the uniform. So it's fun stuff.
Well, cool. And you've been at a couple different locations. Is like the Halloween vibe at all Goodwill like retail, or do you feel like this place is kind of special in that regard?
I definitely think that this place is special because we have the stage. And so as soon as you walk through the door every day, of course our employees come in through the front door just like our customers. So the first thing they see is that stage all decked out and ready to go for Halloween or Christmas or whatever the season we have. So it helps keep you in the spirit. And the fact that Goodwill footed the bill to make that stage and they want it to be a center point inspires the team to try to carry whatever spirit of the season we're in and make it a fun experience for the customers. So having that constant reminder definitely makes this place feel different than some of the other locations I've worked at.
Yeah, I think it's always nice getting to like stretch those creative muscles, whether it's like, you know, through y'all's stage or the costumes or whatever. I just think it's so much fun.
During our last team huddle, I asked for suggestions. I wrote them down, and then I just made a schedule of the whole month and put different themes on different days and made sure that people knew that it wasn't required and you could dress up however you wanted. You didn't have to go with theme, but it was just something that we could all do together.
So tell me some of the things that you've dressed up as this month.
We had a Barbie day. We had a space theme day. We've done a superheroes day. So we had a 60s, 70s day. I think my favorite was the 80s day. Okay. Because I'm all about the 80s clothing.
My favorite was the clown day.
Okay.
Because we have a team member who is not terribly fond of clowns, and we did not tell him that we switched to clown day. So he came in that morning, and we were all dressed up as clowns, and it was definitely fun.
Any customer reactions that day?
Oh yes, one of our cashiers, Miracle, she had her makeup all done up really nice, and it was very very fun, and people were commenting about it all day long.
Honestly, I was super excited because I like dressing up and I like doing makeup, dressing up, cosplaying and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, why not? So it makes working here really fun.
What are some of the things that you've like put together this month?
Okay, so the first day I was BOOtiques. I watch a lot of anime, so I was like the anime characters. I was Belle from Beauty and the Beast. I love Nightmare Before Christmas, so I have like, I think 2 outfits I wore here with long socks and stuff like that. I was a clown. I like it when people come in and they see our costumes, and, you know, it just makes them happy. So I like seeing people's reactions too.
Customers have loved it. They get excited. I've had people say, I wanted to come in today just to see what y'all are going to dress up as.
Halloween, I think it's gonna be really scary for everyone. I know like there's gonna be like killer clowns, haunted houses, and like people are having a great time with families, like trick or treating, and you know probably go have a party, and you know enjoy like kids, you know dress as costumes and you know things like that too. And I want to see everybody want to be scared and happy and want to eat candy.
Have you been doing the costumes with everybody?
Yes, I did. I did Barbie, Cowboy, I did Space Day and Disney Day, and one of my favorite ones I do love was Cartoon Day, so that was the biggest thing.
Okay, what did you dress up for on Cartoon Day?
Cartoon Day, it was Teen Titans, Beast Boy, and I got my Halloween costume, Blue Beetle, the new Blue Beetle movie on DC, so, and yeah, and it was dressed up as Sports Day. My theme is Data Stars, so yeah.
Okay. What do you like about dressing up?
What I do when I like about dress up, it's like it give people like to look at you and say, oh, you're a cool guy, or like, you know, things like that. And it's people just really want to entertain you, want to entertain them. So yeah.
Have you ever had a job that let you wear a costume at work before?
No, this is my first job here.
So what's that like? Is that weird? Is it fun, exciting?
I mean, it's fun, it's exciting. It's just like it's like when you're trying to like think of it like as yourself and you're still working, you still like have fun and do all the things you want to do. So yeah.
Do you like seeing y'all's pictures like on the TV and stuff?
Yes, and it's nice, and it gives the check-in for every customer coming Goodwill. So and ultimately so.
Do you think it's like helped people open up a little bit?
I think so, and I think that some people who normally wouldn't have talked much because they're in different sections of the store both came in dressed up, and so we had more communication going on between departments.
So you had a very special costume that you put together that resembled your retail director.
I did.
So tell me a little bit about that. Why'd you decide to dress up as Sandy?
Well, we decided to do a Dress Like Your Boss Day, but honestly, I had already thought I wanted to dress up like Sandy, and this was a good excuse. And then we were told for our last Central Huddle we could dress up for Halloween, and Sandy hosts that meeting, and I just thought it would be hilarious.
Oh my gosh, it was so wonderful. As soon as we walked into the meeting yesterday, she comes around the corner and Sandy's, really? Just immediately knew who she was. I remember all morning long I'm sitting there trying to get some stuff done before we go off to the meeting, and she'd pop through the door, and just out of the peripheral of my eyes, I'm like, oh dang, Sandy's here. So it was quite fun. Everybody got a good kick out of it. She won first place in our little group's costume contest, so that was great.
Yeah, she was showing us pictures today at the Stars Fall Festival. It was really good. I remember Becky told me about it a couple weeks back, and I was like, oh, okay, that'll be interesting. Like, I've never dressed as another person that I know, and then she showed me the picture. I was like, yep, that's Sandy.
Yeah.
So what were like some of the key things that you were like, okay, if I'm going to be Sandy, I need X, Y, Z? Like,
I needed leopard print. I had to get a wig because my hair is vastly different. And I even got some reader glasses that kind of resemble hers, and I poked out the lenses and put them on. Some of the managers who saw me in the parking lot before I walked into the building knew who I was. When I got to my store that morning, 2 of my employees immediately knew who I was, one of which was off and saw me through the window and actually thought Sandy was in the building.
As you can see, our Alta Mesa team has embraced the spirits of Halloween more than people might expect. It's a commitment to the weird and love of the season that makes Goodwill the perfect Halloween headquarters. From all of us here at Goodwill North Central Texas, Happy Halloween!